Hello, everyone. It is Saturday night, June 22nd, just about 11:15 p.m., and welcome in here to our normal nighttime video weather discussion where we will have an update on the heat wave that's been affecting the state. But first of all, we're going to talk about severe weather and showers and thunderstorms that are affecting parts of the state tonight, and this was expected. If you've been following along the past couple of days, we have been saying that we were expecting a line of showers and thunderstorms to move across northern and central Illinois from this afternoon through this evening and into tonight, and we're seeing that happen right now. We do see, as you can see here on the radar, a pretty big area of showers and thunderstorms here across northern Illinois here this evening and now into tonight, spanning from the Chicago area, now through the Quad Cities area, heading down into the Galesburg area as well. And at times, we are still seeing some severe thunderstorm warnings with this activity. As we zoom in here, this is the Chicago area right now. This line of severe thunderstorms and rain, general thunderstorms as well, moved through the Rockford and Waukegan area over the past couple of hours, and now it has settled down through the heart of the Chicago metro area. So from the DeKalb Sycamore region right on through the heart of the Chicago metro area, you folks are all picking up quite a bit of rainfall, some localized heavy rainfall as well, along with those general thunderstorms that are occurring. And there actually are a couple of severe thunderstorms occurring, and a couple of these storms have actually been a little bit interesting. At times, there have been a little bit of rotational signature with these storms here over the past hour and a half or so. When this storm came into the Geneva area here within the past hour and a half, there was a little bit of rotation at that time. No tornado warning was issued, but it does sound like there was some damage out in the Geneva area, probably from straight line winds, but there was a little bit of rotation with that storm as it moved through the Geneva, Batavia, St. Charles area a short time ago. Well, that same area now is continued to move off towards the east, and we have had a couple of small areas of rotation with it still as it has continued to move off towards the east. Over towards the Valley View subdivision here has had a little bit of rotation, and then that signature kind of moved near the Downers Grove area as well. That particular radar signature of a little bit of rotation. As I pause the radar right about here, this is where that radar rotational signature was. This was about 10 minutes ago, right in the vicinity of Valley View near the Glen Ellen area, just to the northwest of the Downers Grove area. And as we've gone through time, that little rotational signature has weakened now, but this storm is still capable of producing some gusty winds with it as it now moves through the Darien, LaGrange areas, Westchester area as well. You folks are in line for some gusty winds with this storm over towards Summit, the Midway Airport area. Could get some gusty winds with that little line segment of storm activity that is moving through the area. Going back to a wide view here, to back out of the Chicago region, once again, we are seeing this line of showers, thunderstorms, and some, at times, like I said, severe thunderstorms. This will continue to move off towards the east and the east-southeast here as we go through the next couple of hours. So if you're on the south side of Chicago, down towards Joliet, Morris, the Kankakee area, this activity is heading your way. Showers, thunderstorms, isolated severe weather threat. As we move a little bit further south for you folks down here in central Illinois, you probably will not be left out. As you can see, the Galesburg area is getting some showers and thunderstorms right now, and this activity is also moving off in a generally easterly direction. The Quincy area, you folks down here in Quincy, you have some activity just to your west right now that's going to be moving in those showers and thunderstorms as well. So the gist of it is, as I back out just a little bit here on the radar, the gist of it is this line of showers and thunderstorms from the Chicago area down through Galesburg and down through Quincy, this activity will continue to move off towards the east across northeastern and central Illinois over the next several hours. So you will see some showers and thunderstorms. Isolated severe weather threat is expected to continue for the next couple of hours as well. However, as was always expected, as we head deeper into the night and this activity spreads further east and south across the state, the severe weather threat was always expected to diminish with time, and we are seeing that happen. We did see quite a bit of severe weather activity across southern Wisconsin, far northern Illinois here this evening, but now as this activity is sagging south and sagging east across northeastern and central Illinois, the severe weather threat is going to become increasingly more isolated for the rest of the night. Another thing we're watching for is some localized heavy rainfall with this activity that's moving through. Now, it's in a line as it moves through here, and I'll put the radar in motion. You can see this activity is in a pretty good line here, and it is steadily moving off towards the east. So it's only going to be one round of activity that we're seeing for these areas. However, these storms are producing some very heavy rainfall, and we have received some reports of some locally heavy rainfall reports, even some localized flooding as well. So even though we're not dealing with big-time training thunderstorms and we're not dealing with multiple rounds, still, this single round of rain and thunderstorms, this line that's moving through, is still capable of producing some very heavy rainfall in some areas, as well as some localized flooding as well. Now, I just want to zoom in a little bit here. I do see some damage reports coming in from the Geneva area. Just to the south, just to the west of Geneva off of Maple Lane, reports of some trees down. Also a report here from just outside of Batavia on Randall Road near Fabian Parkway. There's some tree damage as well. So this is right where that storm moved through a little bit earlier. There was a little bit of a signature of rotation on radar. Also, there was a good signature for some damaging winds, so it is not surprising that out of the St. Charles, Geneva, Batavia, and West Chicago area, it's not surprising that we're seeing some wind damage reports come in from that area. And if you do have any damage reports, not only from that area, but from anywhere across northern Illinois that's been seeing some severe weather tonight, definitely forward that information to us, whether you leave a comment here on this video or if you send us a private message as well. All right, let's jump into the video chat here to get to some comments and questions here tonight. Brianna checking in from the Oswego area. These storms are moving into your area right now. If you're in that Oswego, Sandwich, Yorkville area, these storms are moving into that area right now. Could see some gusty winds with those rain and thunderstorms, also some heavy rainfall. Maura checking in from out in DeKalb County. The severe weather threat is about to come to an end for DeKalb County. Once again, the severe weather threat is about to come to an end for DeKalb County. Erica down in Plainfield. This activity is heading towards the Plainfield, Lockport, Romeoville, Joliet area. So be on the lookout for some gusty winds, heavy rainfall with that rain and thunderstorm activity. That goes for Sasha in the Wilmington area as well. Connor checking in from Wheaton. That's there in DuPage County with some power outages. Naomi checking in from McHenry County, reporting you have had 3¼ inches of rain since 9 o'clock. That is a lot of rainfall for 2.5 hours of time. So thank you for that report. Tanner checking in from Naperville. We've had some gusty winds in the Naperville area recently. Picking up some heavy rainfall right in your area right now. Denise and Lisa in the Montgomery, Aurora area. You're picking up probably some gusty winds and heavy rainfall right now as well. Continuing on here, Samantha in Bolingbrook. Yes, you're probably getting that activity right on your doorstep right now. See a report from Westmont. That's right there down in southern DuPage County. A report from Westmont of a 61-mile-per-hour wind gust just a short time ago with this line of thunderstorms that's moving through. Deanna checking in from Addison, mentioning the storm is hitting your area. Erica checking in from Crystal Lake. You are done. Severe weather threat is done up across that area. Just maybe a little bit of rain for a little while longer. Connor checking in from Hoffman Estates. Your severe weather threat is done. You're going to pick up some rain for a little while longer around your area. Same goes for Cindy in the Elk Grove Village area. Alyssa in Lyle. Both of you are done with the severe weather. Just some rain and thunderstorms for the rest of the next hour or two. Aaron checking in from McHenry, reporting some flooding up in your area. Thank you for that report. Mike checking in from Batavia, reporting you have a leaky roof there. With that gusty winds that came through with the heavy rainfall, that's not surprising to hear a report such as that. Yeah, Mora, the Sycamore, DeKalb area, your severe weather threat is done. You'll pick up a little bit more rain over the next hour or two. See some folks tuning in from the Oak Brook, Oak Lawn area. This activity is right on your doorstep. Gusty winds, heavy rainfall. Jeff checking in from Palos tonight. You're finally going to get your big thunderstorm. Yes, good thunderstorms rolling through. Like I said, the severe weather threat, as we go forward in time, the severe weather threat is going to dwindle. It's going to become much, much more isolated. However, as you can see here, we're still dealing with a lot of rain and a lot of thunderstorms. So even though the severe weather threat is starting to calm down, it's going to become more isolated over the next couple of hours. We're still dealing with some heavy rainfall and some thunderstorms for some areas. Yes, Kaylee, these storms are going to be moving into the Joliet area within probably the next half an hour or so. Gusty winds, heavy rainfall as well. Quincy wondering if there was any tornadoes in Lisle. No, there was not. Steve checking in from Morris. Yes, this activity, Morris is right down here, Grundy County. Yeah, this activity is going to be heading your way over the next probably 2 hours or so for your area. Rob checking in from Chicago with that storm moving through. Also Tabitha in Sugar Grove area. Steven down in the Mendota area. This activity is moving into your area right now. Mendota's off in northwestern LaSalle County. That activity, heavy rain, some thunderstorms moving in, but no severe weather out there at this point in time. Right now, as we approach 11:30, we're just a couple minutes shy of 11:30 right now as I back out here. We only have one severe thunderstorm warning in effect as of 11:30, and it is here for parts of Cook County, right around the Midway Airport area. So as of 11:30 right now, there's only one severe thunderstorm warning in effect across the state. That's for parts of central Cook County, right around the Midway Airport area. Otherwise, we have a lot of heavy showers and thunderstorms here from the Chicago area down through Princeton, down through Galesburg, and about to come into the Quincy area. And this line of showers and thunderstorms does continue to track off in an easterly to maybe just south of easterly direction here. So if you're in places like Will, Kankakee, Grundy, Livingston, Ford, Iroquois counties, Tazewell, Peoria counties, McLean counties, even down further into central Illinois, places like maybe even down far south as Lincoln and Springfield, Decatur. Over the next couple of hours, you folks will get in on some of this shower and thunderstorm activity. However, as I said a couple of minutes ago, as we continue to go forward over the next couple of hours tonight, the severe weather threat is expected to continue to wane. It's going to continue to diminish, and the reason for that is moisture off to the east is a little bit lower. Instability as this activity heads off towards the east is also lower, and the shear, which helps those thunderstorms develop and maintain, is actually higher up towards the north. So that is a couple of the reasons why we're expecting this severe weather threat to continue to lower more and more as we go through the next couple of hours. So generally an isolated severe weather threat continuing for these areas for the next couple of hours, from Quincy up through Peoria, Springfield, Lincoln, Decatur, Champaign, Danville, up towards the Bloomington area, up towards Joliet. Severe weather threat in an isolated basis for the next couple of hours as this line of showers and thunderstorms continues to slide off towards the east here over the next couple of hours. Continuing on here, try to get to a couple more comments and questions. See someone tuning in here from Starved Rock. Your severe weather threat is still isolated for a little while longer. Starved Rock is pretty much right along this corridor right here. So that line of showers and thunderstorms is just coming into the Starved Rock area. Probably we'll see some gusty winds along with some heavy rainfall with that thunderstorm activity about to move into your area. See a couple folks tuning in from Aurora and Naperville. Your severe weather threat in Aurora and Naperville, now that the storms have moved into those areas, your severe weather threat is pretty much done, but you're going to still be dealing with heavy rainfall here over the next hour or two. Anna checking in from Palatine, reporting 1.6 inches of rain so far. Palatine is located in northern Cook County. Thank you for that report there. Maura checking in regarding Carpentersville. That's up there towards the Kane-McHenry County border up there. Severe weather threats done. Just a little bit of rain for a while longer. Vanessa checking in from the Batavia area. Your severe weather threat is done as well. I see a question here regarding if there have been any tornado sightings. No, no confirmation of any tornadoes this evening so far across portions of northern Illinois so far. Let's continue on here. Rachel checking in from the Kankakee area. This activity will move into your area here within the next couple of hours. So I know it's dry down there right now in the Kankakee area, but this activity in the form of rain, thunderstorms, maybe an isolated severe weather threat will be moving into your neck of the woods in the next couple of hours. Sherry checking in from Geneva. Elburn with Tara. Jane in Elmhurst. Tracy in Elk Grove Village, yes, you're getting some of this rain thunderstorm activity, but the severe weather threat has now come to an end across your area. I'm just going to scroll through here really quickly just to try to get to some more of these more significant comments and questions. Cheryl checking in from Lyle, reporting some power outages in your area. Marco checking in regarding you set up your tent for a party tomorrow. Is it going to survive? In Riverside, you're probably getting some gustier winds with that heavy rainfall, so hopefully it survives those gusty winds and that very heavy rainfall moving in. Rachel, no tornadoes on the ground at this time. No tornado warnings in effect as of 11:32 p.m. right now. We just have some showers and thunderstorms moving across the state. One severe thunderstorm warning still in effect here for parts of Cook County, central and southern Cook County, right around the Midway Airport, Oak Lawn area. There still is a severe thunderstorm warning for a little while longer here. That storm capable of producing some damaging winds. Heather checking in from the north end of Naperville, reporting some power outages. That would be right, I believe, North Naperville. That would be southern DuPage County. Joseph wondering, where is the hail? Environmental conditions today were really not all that supportive of a lot of hail. Today was basically going to be mostly a damaging wind threat, a secondary risk of maybe a little bit of hail, and then an isolated tornado threat. And that's pretty much how it has worked out across southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois today. The biggest threat definitely was damaging winds, and that's what most of the reports have been so far. Like I said, environmental conditions today really were not overly good to see much in the way of hail. Kimberly checking in from Lyle. Severe weather threat is done in Lyle now. Severe weather threat is done. Catherine checking out from the Galesburg area. Let's head out there to western Illinois. We do have some showers and thunderstorms moving through the Galesburg, through the Macomb, and moving into the Quincy area very soon. No severe weather at this time, but still dealing with an isolated severe weather threat with this activity. So this line of storms from Galesburg down through Macomb about to come into Quincy, this will move off towards the east over the next couple of hours. So if you're in Peoria, maybe as far south as Jacksonville, Springfield, up towards Lincoln, Bloomington, this activity from Galesburg coming into Quincy will move into your areas over the next couple of hours. Could see some showers, thunderstorms, maybe an isolated severe weather threat with that activity as well. Alyssa checking in from Lyle regarding temporary power outage in your area. Nicole wondering if there was a tornado in the Batavia area. We have no confirmation of anything at this point in time. All right, let's continue on here. April checking in from the Schaumburg area, northern Cook County. Your severe weather threat is done in your area. We have a lot of comments and a lot of questions coming in here really, really quickly. So falling behind a little bit here on some of these comments and questions, but I am scrolling through to try to get to more of the significant questions. Christina checking in, wondering if there was a tornado earlier in Antioch. Not that we know of, but there were some damaging winds up across that area of Lake County earlier this evening. Amanda checking in a report of some strong winds in the Sycamore area as that storm went through a little bit earlier. Ronald checking in from Northwest Indiana. Yes, this activity will move into Northwest Indiana as well. So if you're, for example, in the Gary area, Valparaiso, Crown Point, even down to Rensselaer, showers, thunderstorms, isolated severe weather threat over the next couple of hours. And that's the activity that's going to be coming out of northeastern Illinois here. Amy checking in from Chicago Ridge regarding some power outages in your area. Jake checking in from DeKalb reporting 3 inches of rain so far, and it is still raining in your area. Greg checking in from Elburn, reporting 2 inches of rain so far in your neck of the woods. Elburn is in the Kane County area. All right, here, scrolling through the comments, trying to catch up a little bit here. I know we have a ton of comments for specific towns here. And we're trying to get to some of these as quickly as we can here. Trying to get to some more of the more significant reports that you folks are reporting. Donna checking in from Wheaton, reporting that you have trees down in your area with that storm that moved through a short time ago. Thank you for that report. And if anybody's tuning in here that has any damage reports or damage pictures, we ask that you comment with those damage reports and damage pictures. If you have to send us a private message, do so, and we relay those reports to the National Weather Service. So once again, if you have any reports or pictures of damage, please comment with those pictures and reports or send us a private message, and we will forward all of that information over to the National Weather Service. All right, here. So let's do a brief reset here. It is almost 11:40 p.m. We do have a line of showers and thunderstorms here from the Chicago area down through Galesburg and about to move into the Quincy area. And this line of showers and thunderstorms here is going to continue to slide off towards the east over the next couple of hours. So if you are in this corridor here, you will have the opportunity for rain and thunderstorms over the next couple of hours. That includes Joliet, Kankakee, places like Pontiac, Bloomington, Peoria, Rushville, Pittsfield, Springfield, Decatur, maybe even Champaign, the Paxton area, Danville. All the areas in this corridor, you will have the chance for showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of hours. And even though the severe weather threat is now starting to not come to an end yet, but it is becoming much, much lower, we still will hold on to an isolated severe thunderstorm threat for the next couple of hours across these areas. So if you're in eastern or central Illinois, like I said, from Kankakee down through Pontiac, Champaign, Decatur, Springfield, Pittsfield, Quincy, back up to Peoria again. Anywhere in that big corridor here, rain, thunderstorms over the next couple of hours, they will move in, and we will still have an isolated severe weather threat and also a localized heavy rainfall, localized flooding threat as well here over the next couple of hours. Now, further north, if you're up across far northern Illinois, so I'm talking like places like Dubuque, Freeport, the Rockford, over towards Lake McHenry, Lee, Ogle, DeKalb, Kane counties, Whiteside, Carroll, Joe Davies, Stevenson, Rock Island counties. You are all done with the severe weather threat, and if it hasn't stopped raining already, it will stop raining here shortly. The severe weather threat is done for all of those areas. So once again, Lake, McHenry, Boone, Winnebago, Stevenson, Joe Davies, Carroll, Whiteside, Lee, Ogle, DeKalb, Kane, Henry, Rock Island counties. You all are done with the severe weather threat, and the thunderstorm threat has come to an end for most of those areas as well. So that includes the Quad Cities area, the Rockford area. You folks are all done with the severe weather tonight. If you live on the northern half of the Chicago metro area, so if you're in like Lake, McHenry, Kane, DeKalb, DuPage, much of Cook County now, the central and northern part of Cook County, your severe weather threat is now done for tonight. However, if you live further south, places like southern Cook County, Will County, Grundy County, the southern half of LaSalle County, down through Kankakee, still an isolated severe weather threat over the next 2 hours or so as this line of heavy showers and thunderstorms moves into your area. Elizabeth checking in from central Illinois, the Woodford County area, not far from Peoria here. This activity out towards Galesburg will move your way, so you'll pick up some showers, thunderstorms, maybe an isolated severe weather threat. Wouldn't totally rule that out. Cassie, the severe weather threat for DuPage County is over. Severe weather threat for DuPage County is over. Janet checking in from Villa Park, mentioning power outages in your area. Alan checking in from Ottawa area, that's central LaSalle County. That heavy line of thunderstorms is about to move into your area. Isolated severe weather threat with it. Torin checking in from Kankakee. Yes, these showers and thunderstorms will be headed your way. As I said, as we continue to move forward through time, the severe weather threat is going to continue to become more and more isolated. So wouldn't totally rule out an isolated severe weather threat around your area, but that threat is going to continue to wane as we go through the next couple of hours. All right, trying to get to as many of these comments as questions as we can here. See a couple of questions here regarding the rainfall and flooding. Yes, we are seeing some localized heavy rainfall here and some localized flooding as this line of thunderstorms sweeps through the area. We have received some reports from some of you folks of 1 to 2 to 3 inches of rain here for some areas. I also see a report here of 4 3/4 inch of rainfall, so 4.75 inches of rain up in the Wakanda area. That's up there in Lake County. So some of these storms are producing some heavy rainfalls for some areas. And this is actually much needed rainfall because we have been in a drier pattern recently, and with those hot temperatures evaporating soil moisture much quicker this past week, it has really dried things out across the state over at least the past week or so, and we've been seeing some abnormally dry conditions. So this is actually much needed rainfall here across portions of the state. So this is welcomed rainfall that we're getting here for across parts of northern and central Illinois here tonight. Now, some of it, maybe a little bit too much rainfall in some areas if you're picking up that localized flooding. But definitely some much-needed rainfall for some areas. See Matt checking in here from Clarendon Hills, mentioning you have a tree down in your yard. Jacqueline checking in down in the Pekin area. That's not far from Peoria. This activity will be moving into your area shortly. This is the Pekin and Peoria area right here. So this activity out in the Galesburg area, that is what's going to be moving your way here very shortly over the next 2 hours or so, give or take. Samantha, these storms really aren't training too much here. As you can see here, it's a pretty solid line, but this line is moving steadily off in one direction here. So it's not that we're seeing a ton of training rainfall per se. It's just that this line that is moving through is just producing some very heavy tropical-like rainfall, which is leading to these heavy rainfall amounts and also some localized flooding in some areas. But this is not a big training rainfall event. If this was a training rainfall event, we'd continue to see more thunderstorms develop and move over the same areas, and that's just not what this setup is here. We have a general cold front moving through, and these storms developed along the cold front today in a linear fashion, and now they are just sweeping eastward across the area. But because they are so heavy of thunderstorms, producing very tropical-like rainfall, that is leading to some of these heavy rainfall amounts, and even some, like we've seen, some flooding in some areas as well. Brianna, Yorkville, yes, your severe weather threat is now coming to an end as this line of storms now moves into your area. Just some heavy rainfall and a little bit of gusty wind activity here over the next hour or two. Maria, St. Charles is done with the severe weather for tonight. Melissa in Plainfield, it may not have rained yet, but it is about to rain in your area. Lauren checking in from Wheaton regarding power outage. Anthony, no, your severe weather threat is now done in the Mendota area. Yeah, Tyler, LaSalle County has been in a severe thunderstorm watch for several hours now, but after this line moves through, that watch will be canceled. Jackie, tornado threat is very isolated with this activity, and overall, the severe weather threat now has become very isolated as well. But that was always expected. Once again, as this activity moved from west to east, or kind of more west-northwest to east-southeast across northern and central Illinois here tonight, the severe weather threat was always expected to diminish and wane as we headed through the night. And that's pretty much what we're seeing happen now. The threat for severe weather for the remainder of tonight, the next couple of hours, will be more isolated in nature. But we are, like I said, seeing some localized heavy rainfall and some localized flooding come out of this activity as well. Becca checking in from northeastern Indiana in the South Bend area. We'll see if this activity actually makes it that far. It likely will. It's not too far away now that it's coming across the southern tip of Lake Michigan. So over the next couple of hours, probably some gusty winds, some heavy rainfall in your area as well. Teresa, that is not a severe thunderstorm warning. It's actually a severe thunderstorm watch for you in Naperville until 1 o'clock. However, now that the line of storms is moving through, your severe weather threat is now done with. Brookfield, severe weather threat is done for you as well. Madison, checking in from down in Grant Park. I believe that is right around the Will County, Kankakee County border. Isolated severe weather threat with you when these showers and thunderstorms will move through. Ryan, yes, there was a little bit of rotation north of Lyle and Downers Grove. This was a little bit earlier. Not right now. That was a little bit earlier. No real good reports that anything actually happened with that, other than there being reports of some damaging wind, at least at this time. We'll see if any sort of information changes with that. Aileen checking in here, mentioning a report of 3 1/4 inches of rain in McHenry. Yes, we've gotten some reports of some heavy rainfall in your area. Lisa checking in from the Palos area. Yes, showers and thunderstorms in your area. If they're not already happening, it will be very shortly. Some gusty winds. John in Woodridge, severe weather threat is over. Juan checking in from Joliet. You're about to get some showers, thunderstorms, and an isolated severe weather threat. Same for Ernesto in the Plainfield area. Muhammad checking in from Plainfield. Isolated severe weather threat, but definitely we'll see showers and thunderstorms. Mary down in Beecher, this activity will be moving into your area over the next couple of hours. Amy down in Livingston County. Yes, this shower and thunderstorm activity will also move into your area next few hours. Isolated severe weather threat along with it. All right, let's do a quick reset here, then just a couple more comments and questions, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up for the night. Bolingbrook, severe weather threat done for Corey. David, severe weather threat is pretty much going to be coming to an end for you very shortly. Kevin in Chicago, severe weather threat is done for you. Stephen in Ottawa, you're about to get hit with the line of showers and thunderstorms, isolated severe weather threat. Cindy in Lamont, severe weather threat done. Amy in Midlothian, this activity is going to be moving through your area. Showers, storms, isolated severe weather threat. Jennifer, way down in Litchfield, that's down there not far northeast of the St. Louis area. Maybe some showers and thunderstorms tonight around your area, but doesn't look like a severe weather threat down there for you in Litchfield. So let's just do a brief reset here and get to a couple more comments and questions before we wrap it up for the night. So once again, we do have this big line of showers and thunderstorms. It extends from the Chicago area down through the Ottawa, Starved Rock area, down through, it's between Galesburg and Peoria now, and coming into the Quincy area. So that's this line of showers and thunderstorms. It is moving off towards the east, and it will continue to do so over the next couple of hours. So if you're in eastern or central Illinois, from Kankakee, Pontiac, Paxton, Watseka, down through Danville, Champaign, off towards Decatur, Springfield, Lincoln, Bloomington, back towards Peoria, maybe down towards Rushville and Pittsfield, all of you folks will get in on some showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of hours, and we could see a continuation of a severe weather threat, isolated severe weather threat for you folks. Now, for you folks further north from the north suburbs of the Chicago area, through the Quad Cities, northwestern Illinois, so from O'Hare Airport and Elgin, and Naperville, and Aurora, up through Waukegan, McHenry, to Rockford, out towards DeKalb, out towards Freeport, Dubuque, the Quad Cities, Galesburg. You folks are done with the severe weather tonight, and your rain and thunderstorm threat is going to be coming to an end very shortly. For you folks tuning in from down there in southern Illinois, the St. Louis, Carbondale, Paducah, Mount Vernon, Effingham area, you might get an isolated shower or thunderstorm very, very late tonight or during the morning hours on Sunday, but no severe weather threat down across southern Illinois. So once again, for you folks where it's been dry all day and all evening across southern Illinois, like I said, from I-70, St. Louis to Effingham, down through Mount Vernon, Olney, down through the Carbondale, Paducah areas, all of you folks, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm later tonight or into Sunday morning, but no severe weather threat down there for you folks. And yes, this line of activity is expected to weaken through the night as it continues to head off towards the east and the south across the state. We've already seen the severe weather threat start to weaken, so that's why we're only expecting an isolated severe weather threat across eastern and central Illinois for the next couple of hours. Isolated severe weather threat for those areas for the next couple of hours. And what I'm going to do here, if you bear with me really quickly here, what I'm going to quickly do is put together an updated severe weather forecast graphic for tonight. So just bear with me for one moment here while I quickly put this together here, just to give you an idea of what we're expecting here for the remainder of tonight and into early Sunday morning here. So just give me 1 second here to put this together, and we'll have it out to you just to give you a visual idea of what we're going to be expecting for the rest of tonight across the state. So one moment here, And I'm going to leave the radar up on the screen so you can see what we're dealing with right now at this point in time. All right, here, almost done with this graphic. Just give me one more second here. But once again, what I'm doing behind the scenes right now is I'm making an updated forecast graphic here, just showing you where we're expected to continue to see an isolated severe thunderstorm threat here for the next couple of hours tonight. This isn't going to linger all the way through the day, through the morning hours on Sunday. But for the next couple of hours, we are still, like I said, going to be lingering with an isolated severe weather threat across the state. And I'm quickly putting this graphic together here in the background here. You can't see it just yet, but almost finished here. And once again, going to be dealing with an isolated severe weather threat here over the next couple of hours. And I'm saving this right now, so just give me one more second. I'm going to pull this fresh graphic up here on the screen just to give you, like I said, more of a visual idea of the severe weather threat across the state for the next couple of hours. So bear with me just one more second. This is not the graphic. Here we go. So this is our updated severe weather graphic for the rest of tonight. So this is for the remainder of tonight, from now through about that 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning time frame. So once again, for the remainder of tonight, this is the forecast for the rest of tonight. And as you can see here, we're going to be dealing with an isolated severe weather threat across eastern and central Illinois. That level 1 severe thunderstorm risk for the rest of tonight. Isolated severe thunderstorm risk across eastern and central Illinois for the next couple of hours. So going back to our current radar, once again, you can see this pretty much lines up well with the radar right now. This activity moving through the Chicago metro area down through Starved Rock, going to be coming into Peoria soon, and is now moving into the Quincy area. This is that line of heavy showers and thunderstorms. Still has an isolated severe weather threat, and it is moving off towards the east here. So as we go back to our forecast graphic here, you could see exactly that matches up very well. We have those thunderstorms from Chicago down through Starved Rock, about to come through Peoria, down the Quincy. That's where that activity is right now. So as it continues to move off towards the east, that is why we're expecting that continuation of that isolated severe thunderstorm threat the next couple of hours from eastern and central Illinois areas. That's what that level 1 risk means. So level 1 risk means isolated severe thunderstorm threat probably through about 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning here on Sunday across eastern and central Illinois. So that's really going to sum it up for tonight here. Once again, that's pretty much going to sum it up for tonight. Once again, we do have this line of showers and thunderstorms, once again, that currently, as of almost midnight, we're about to hit midnight now, from Chicago Metro down through Starved Rock, about to come into Peoria to Quincy. This activity is moving off towards the east, so rain and thunderstorms here moving soon into eastern and central Illinois. So going back to our severe weather forecast, this is where our line of thunderstorms is right now, and it is going to continue to move off towards the east here. So once again, if you are in eastern and central Illinois, isolated severe thunderstorm threat for the next couple of hours. And in addition to that, we are seeing some localized heavy rainfall and some localized flooding potential as well. So that will wrap it up pretty much for tonight. Did want to just briefly say something about the heat. So it has been hot across the state all week. The good news is, if you're across northern and central Illinois, temperatures are going to be cooler for tomorrow on Sunday. or I almost should say today. We're about to hit midnight now. So for Sunday, northern central Illinois, temperatures upper 70s to mid 80s across northern and central Illinois for Sunday. So cooler. Southern Illinois, you still will probably get into the low 90s or at least around 90 on Sunday across southern Illinois. But once more, isolated severe weather threat continuing across eastern and central Illinois for the next couple of hours. After we get past 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, that isolated severe weather threat will come to an end. But that's pretty much a wrap for things here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in for this long update we've had here. And once again, eastern central Illinois, isolated severe thunderstorm threat the next couple of hours. Showers and thunderstorms will continue across northeastern central Illinois over the next several hours. Maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm even getting into southern Illinois very late tonight or Sunday morning, but no severe weather threat down there. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. If you happen to have any reports or pictures of severe weather from this evening and tonight, definitely leave a comment with those reports or pictures, or send us a message, a private message. Thank you for tuning in tonight.